And there we go. Ta-da! We are live.
We're on.
There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to another session of Pathfinding Adventures with the Red Lions. Last time, our intrepid heroes realized that they were getting a bit more trouble at the same time than they were comfortable with. But I feel fairly confident that they are ready and able to deal with that. Our streamer today is the esteemed silver-haired Maringana, commander of the Order of the Trout, Beauty of the Lake, and so on.
Yeah.
And as usual, we'll be starting off with a recap of last session. Last time we went oldest to youngest, so this time we'll go youngest to oldest and start off with the esteemed Maringana giving us a recap.
Isn't Shion younger than me?
Yeah, but she wasn't here last season.
Oh, dang it. Fine. Okay, so last time we started with by sitting in the inn where the time before Victor's sister had shown up in a puddle of blood, telling us that they being demons, attacked one of their family abodes. And that someone with the name Coxopedia was the culprit behind those demon attacks. We tried to figure out who this Coxopedia person is and took a little trip to our very own library in the observatory, while someone else tried to fetch Evrak, who just needed a little bit of alone time and sleep. But, you know, as it is, as adventurers, you get none of those, neither alone time nor sleep. We found out that Coxopedia was a newly ascended, or it was the, oh god, it was kind of complicated. Coxopedia was the former second in command of the Lions of Bregan that we killed, and now she ascended to the form of a Merilith, and wants payback, it seems, and is inflicting several attacks, some way or another, on actually all of us. Our families in Hollowfaust, or Tasha's family in Hollowfaust, is being attacked by the Crimson Flood assassins. Ida's and Alani's families are being prosecuted for treason, and potentially will be executed for that, or, you know, thrown into jail. And then there's attacks on Rakatum and Friedrichstadt, and I don't even know, all the things. So yeah, we got a lot of fires to put out, and we tried to figure out where to start. We found out that the Coxopedia commands a demonic host called the Ebon Cup, acting as mercenaries for both demonic and devilish lords. And we found a nice little neat book in our library, the Liber Infernus, that will keep itself updated on, I don't know, all activities or names of devils and demons in the, I think, what was it, fourth hell? One of the hells. Yeah, I think that's about all of it. It was a lot. Oh no, wait. There was one more thing. The citadel in the lake started floating and is now shooting a pink beam at our watchtower. There we go.
Yes. Indeed. So, after the pink beam, you've reorganized a bit. Lyle and Victor have led a party of explorers out to the Citadel with Armand backing them up, riding a giant whale with a huge battle axe on its back over to the island, in addition to the Beast, your steam-powered iron patrol boat. The Baroness pretty much ordered everybody to get some rest before she grabbed Evrock by the ear and hauled him off to their house, because he was getting kind of cranky. So it's been roughly 12 hours where y'all have actually gotten yourselves some sleep, meaning that it's now late evening as you're waking up in your respective abodes. Ida's waking up to see Belly Tumbler doing his morning, in this case evening, wake-up stretches before getting into his armor or, well, any sort of clothing, really. Just with the light of the embers from the fire in your master bedroom, and the master bedroom of your farm.
I just sit up and enjoy the view for a while.
Yeah. The room, even with an ogre-sized fireplace, is quite cold. Something about having to have a 15-foot ceiling height to make the rooms comfortable for you. So you can see his breath actually steaming in front of the fire. Or he turns around, hands Ida a ogre-sized mug of black bean brew.
I say tiny and start sipping it.
Right. Well, love, I'll be heading out to Hollowfaust in an hour's time or so.
Take care of yourself, will you?
Me and Baldegunda will pose as mercs there. Try to draw some attention away from your little birds.
Brilliant. Thank you.
We'll do our best to lay some groundwork for the rest of you coming and help us take care of the whatever situation is going on.
Yeah, I think we are going to Lightsbridge. I don't want to go back there.
I know, lass, you told me before we went to bed. Although you were pretty exhausted at the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
We just got a pigeon from Victor and the lad. They're over on the Citadel now, starting to explore. Seems there's no impending threat from it, except for the fact that we're gonna have to remap all the waterways on account of the, well, lake ground under the lake shifting.
Yeah, that could be a problem for our fishermen. Ugh.
He's pulling out his the old merc gear he wore when you met him. So the pants with the colored stripes, big boots, big old shield covering his belly, and not much on the upper body.
think your belly might have shrank out of that.
Ah, well. I'll have to cinch it a bit. Now, be a dear and get that dagger there and give me a couple of nicks.
I do what it says.
Right. Walking outside so you don't get blood on your carpets after getting dressed. It's a clear evening in the barony in Louisenthal. There's almost a full moon shining down. And it's cold. You can see your breath.
We need to do something about the heating inside Arrowhead.
I'll see if I can buy anything fancy in Holofaust. From what I hear, they're quite the magical place.
It is.
He
Our coppers
pats his
are
belly shield.
very low.
Don't worry, I'm bringing a couple of gold ingots.
Good. Do that.
Well, let's head down to the Braustube. We all have a lot of work ahead of us.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs with him instead of just flying from the balcony.
Right. Evrock wakes up to the smell of dwarven battle bread and mead being warmed.
I'll head down to the kitchen.
Right. The Baroness is in the kitchen, just pulling out the dwarven, newly made dwarven bread and shattering a clay pot with it to check that it's done. For placing it carefully on the table so she doesn't break the table. And putting out the 2 cups of hot dwarven mead. She's dressed in her plate armor already.
She didn't waste any time.
Gives Evrock a huge smile as he comes down the stairs. Oh, Evrock, love, you're awake.
Seemed like I needed a good sleep.
Aye. I think you did. But now it's time for work.
It's always time for work.
Such is nobility for you. So, I'll be staying in town. Doing my best to rule in your stead while you're gone.
I have no problem that you'll do very well.
I hope so. We're sending a lot of our finest fighters off to Holofaust and Lightbridge. But on the upside, your parents are coming down to give me a hand.
Why would they be coming down here when Rackalthum's under attack too? They should be up there with the king, helping the king.
Aye, but the king, he decided that his daughter needed some bodyguards, so he sent them down. But they kept the numbers they're bringing down. Nobody less related to you than second cousin is coming, so only about 150 or so dwarves.
Sure, they can swing by our trade to town and grab a few extras too on the way down.
Oh, don't worry, love.
Maybe
I'm
our
already
captain.
setting up patrols and reinforcing the defenses there as well.
Yeah, well, they'll probably bring down the cavalry unit.
Yeah, I did manage to convince Medar to give us 15 wargoats, so that's a good start of our nightly Or you just need to think of a name for it.
One step at a time.
Right. Have you ever been to Lightbridge?
Not that I recall. I think we got to go to we should go to that watchtower first to see what the heck's going on with that beam, and hope it ain't opening up something.
Well, from what I understand, Lyle and Victor's on that job.
I thought they went to the Citadel.
Yeah, they went to the Citadel as well. You know Lyle, he can move in weird ways around Leithenthal. I swear that boy gets weirder and weirder every day, but at least he found a girlfriend.
Yeah, we'll see if that girlfriend can settle him down. I doubt it very much.
I don't think she's the settling down type, but it's
Well,
better than
second
him
best is fine.
moping around. Lightbridge, if you haven't been there, it's a lot more cramped than Rockathum. Tall buildings, thickly packed. And a good quarter of the city isn't even in use. Lots of adventurers going in there to explore the dead parts of the city.
Is it like Greyhaven? That style of city?
It's I think it's from the same era.
Okay.
Yes, Lightbridge, one of the oldest, if not the oldest city on the continent. Still standing and being inhabited.
Now, who's from Lightbridge? Now, we're going there for the treason trial, correct?
That would be it, love.
Okay. So, how much did you say you're sending over to Holophast?
I've got a rotation of 30 heavy infantry and 5 knights. But not to Holophast, that's to the trade post. Holophast, I think, Baldagunda and Belly Tumbler and Ida's Little Birds will be trying to keep the situation there stable.
What better way to catch other birds with other birds?
Indeed. Belly Tumbler said something about going as a diversion.
I don't think he can hide the fact where he's from anymore, or the Red Lions, because he's made a very big name for himself here.
True. I think the Little Birds have some sort of disguise planned.
Okay. And you said Balagunda's going with him?
Yep.
Okay, I guess that means we're off to Lightbridge with the rest of the group.
I think so. Now be a dear and get your axe and carve us out a couple of slices of bread.
How about a chisel? Will that work better?
Well, if you want to be fancy about it.
I don't use an axe anymore, remember, dear? You got my axe.
Yeah, but I don't want you to bend your sword on the bread.
I don't think the sword will bend on the... We'll cook it more.
True. Try the flame and see if you toast it while cutting.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Turns out you actually can toast the bread while cutting it with your sword.
There you go. The things we can think of to do with a sword that's not made for the sword.
Ah. If it can't make breakfast, it's not a proper holy weapon.
I'm not too sure about that sometimes. I feel... I don't know. Something's about the sword I'm not quite sure about right now.
Well, love. Well, tell me about him when we have the time after this.
I don't think we'll ever
figure
have
out.
time. I don't think we'll ever have time.
Oh, we'll make time.
Very well. Well, I'm sure you'll take care of the barony with no problem. We got to look into getting a steward, so you can actually join me on some of our escapades.
I'll start keeping an eye out.
Very well, dear. Be safe.
Right. How about we head down to the inn?
Sounds like a great idea, dear. And get on my armor first.
Right. The armor is freshly polished over in the corner of the kitchen. While Tasha wakes up to the sound of a cello.
Well. And she's gonna go look who's playing the cello, since she did not know that Baldegunde plays the cello.
Right. Yeah. Over by one of the large windows overlooking the lake in the bedroom, Baldegunde is actually playing the cello.
I didn't know that you play the cello. That's a new one for me.
Well, my love, Nashiram said that a warrior needs to be as much an artist as a killer. I like the idea.
I'm pretty sure you can also kill people with the strings, if you wanted to. So I guess it works out.
Well, I don't think it would make a very good bow, but I could get in a good bash or two before it falls apart.
Actually, that would be kind of a shame for the whole thing. Those instruments are quite costly.
Yes, I'm aware.
Maybe we could just get you a magical one. Those are a little more hardy.
Well, you are heading to Lightbridge, so I assume that you would be able to find something there.
Well, Olaf House would potentially be the better place, at least I know my ways there. Look, Balde. I don't want to sound cruel, but I mean, I would be grateful if you can save my family, but if there's one person you can save, if you have to make a choice, can you please save my favorite brother, Yorick?
He stops playing and rises and looks Tasha in the eyes. I will do my best, my love, to save every last one of them.
And if you can't save none of them, and it's about their life or yours, I would very much prefer for you to save your own life first.
I'll keep that in mind. Just try to be fast in Lightbridge. With Belly Tumbler's plan and the little birds doing work in the shadows, I think we can give you maybe 4 or 5 days.
Well, Lightbridges might turn out more of a diplomatic mission, depending on what we find there, so we will do certainly our best to be as fast as we can. And if need be, just break people out of prison, I suppose. But I don't think that's the way we should go.
I mean, getting the barony into a diplomatic crisis with the largest trade port on the continent is perhaps not an auspicious start.
No, it is not.
Our attempts at trade and commerce, but you do what you must.
I'm not the tactician in this group, honestly.
I don't know, love. I don't know about that. Several fights, your strategies have been the ones that have won. You don't give yourself credit.
But that's about fighting. And I mean, this group has been fighting together for a while now. That's easy. But diplomacy or, you know, uncovering secrets, trying to convince people that all of this is just a con and that people have been framed is a lot harder. But we will manage. I just wish I could have found anything in the books tonight about the Citadel and this beam and... God, I'm tired. I should have gone to bed earlier.
Well, about that. You remember that we got 2 of those tablets.
Mm-hmm.
I've taken the liberty of setting one of them up with your apprentices. So that one of them will constantly be on shift in the library. So that you can, well, not perfectly of course, but at least get them to check things for you remotely. As long as you bring your own tablet.
Well, then I will order the kitchen in the Braustuben to at least, how you say, make sure that they are well nourished and hydrated while they are on permanent shift.
Already been taken care of, my dear.
Oh. I do know why I want to marry you.
Yes. When you feel the time is right, we will take the time out. I will hunt a great beast so I can give you its heart, as is tradition.
Okay. Sure, love. If that's what makes you happy. Then we can do it that way. I will make you a proper proposal, so don't take this as a proposal, but at least know where my heart is at.
My heart mirrors yours, my love. Now help me into these harlequin clothes that Nashiram helped procure for me.
How about I help you out of clothes first? Just
Yes.
for, you know, a tiny goodbye thing, maybe?
Yeah, she picks Tasha up by the hips and... Yes, the Braustube can wait for a little while longer.
You just have to be efficient. It's gonna be fine.
Right. Over to Rain and Laney. Both waking up in the inn. Rain finally having gotten some sleep. Almost all of the sucker marks from the weird squid beasts attacking the garden last night are gone.
Laney wakes up and does a usual stretches to limber up, and then puts on some casual clothes and wanders down to the Braustuben's kitchen to make some black bean brew. Plenty of it, in case anybody else drops in.
Yeah, opening up the
then,
kitchen, it's a cacophony of halflings. And Lainey just gets a pot of bean brew shoved in her hands and told to very politely shove off and don't be in the way.
I see Tilmar's trained his crew well. Lyle has trained his crew well.
She also hears a big yawn from behind the bar.
Good evening, Rain. Sleep well?
Oh, hi. Oh, I must have fallen asleep. Didn't meant to sleep here, but well, that's how it is.
Any bed you get to sleep in? Here. That's fresh from the kitchen. Help yourself.
Thank you.
So the tentacle beasts are laid to rest?
Yes. Yes. All good, all good.
Well, we've got a long trip ahead of us. I guess we'll just wait for the others to come down.
Nothing else we can do at the moment, I guess.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go get into my armor. I think it might be needed. And Lainey wanders back up to her room to get into her leather armor.
Yeah, while waiting, Rain will look through her backpack and see if she has everything she needs.
Yeah, picking up the backpack, it's surprisingly heavy. When she opens the lid on it, the gold coins come spilling out.
Oh yeah, there was the something I forgot. And she quickly puts everything back in.
Yeah, some of
Could
the
you please
herbs,
stop multiplying?
it stops.
Wait. Can this coin understand me?
The coin glimmers in the firelight, not answering any questions. And Ida walks in to Rain, staring at the coin, a gold coin behind the bar.
Is that the multiplying one?
It is. It just stopped multiplying. I just had to ask. This is interesting.
Well, you have a fortune there at least.
Oh, yeah, it's just a bit heavy.
You should get a vault for those. Or put them in a room.
Maybe I should do that. Yeah, you're right. I'll be right back.
Do you need help lifting it?
Fine. No. All good.
I'm laughing as Rain is having huge trouble lifting off with the backpack.
She looks kind of bumblebee-ish, but she does manage to fly off with it.
I laugh a bit and pour myself a mug of coffee again and give one to Belly Tumbler. Bucket-sized.
Yeah. Yeah, he sits down, nods like, "Hello, Lainey."
Lainey wanders back down the stairs. Hello, Belly. Got your bucket of coffee there?
Aye. So, back to Lightbridge, eh?
Yep.
Like that place and all it that happens there.
Bit of a dump I hear, but I do have several relatives working out of Lightbridge.
You do?
Oh yes, absolutely. Me
He's
aunt
full of
Ethel.
surprises.
Me aunt Ethel works out of there. You should look her up if you have the time. She's sort of an expert on ships.
Nice. My family is traders, so that we do have quite a big fleet, or had, rather. I guess they are impounded now, as the whole family is accused of treason.
Right.
But Ethel, can you write the names down for me?
Yeah, me Aunt Ethel. She usually frequents a tavern called the Girthy Sausage on her time off. I'm sure you can find her there. She likes arm wrestling and axe throwing, you know, lady stuff.
The Girthy Sausage, isn't that 2 streets back from the docks?
Yep, that'd be correct. Don't think me Aunt Ethel's left the docking district in the last 30-odd years or so. Says she has too much work, and dislikes it when she can't pluck a seagull out of the air for a light snack.
Well, I'll see if I can find her. I did work a lot in the docks when I was freelancing back before we met.
Well, if you find the time, have a look at her. I'm sure she'd love to hear about this flying ship doohickey, the Baron. Oh! Top of the evening to you, Mr. Evrock, says the Baron walks in.
Captain?
Dame, Sir Belly Tumbler,
Captain?
Laney. Oh, who here knows about the diplomacy aspect of Lightbridge? Lightbridge.
Well, I do have some contacts left there. But it's really unusual for a noble family to be taken in for anything, basically. So I'm not really sure if normal diplomacy will get us anywhere.
Lightbridge, from what I understand, is one of those city-states where if you're rich enough, you'll never end up in court for anything.
And we were rich. Filthy rich.
You should check. I was just telling Miss Oidea, you should check out me Aunt Ethel. She can probably point you in the right direction.
You have an aunt there?
Oh yes, a lot of the Belly Tumbler clan have worked out of Lightbridge as mercenaries and specialists for decades, ever since my aunt settled there 30-odd years ago. And I was just a wee knee-biter.
Interesting.
Oh yes, if you find any of the Belly Tumblers, tell them that they should come join up here. We have the proper super heavy infantry. But
I made sure I have some contracts from Victor. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Victor left a stack of notes that he wanted you to get notarized while you were in Lightbridge. Something about trading contracts and fees and all sorts of that sort of thing.
And since your aunt is a trader?
Well, not so much a trader as she's an enthusiast about different modes of transportation. Last time I talked to her, she was working on some sort of carriage. She just hired a rat man and a dwarven lady on a goat. And some other shady characters to drive it for her.
Okay.
I remember one of them distinctly. He had 7 wives, and he was very, very ready for a job that included a lot of travel.
I guess you can have multiple wives there. So she will have inside information, maybe?
I believe my Aunt Ethel would have information about most pertinent things in Lloydbridge. Probably not the inner workings of the nobility, because she's never really had much, well,
Okay,
respect for him, to be honest.
Is there something you can give me so I can show her that you are the one that I've talked to, so she won't look at me as, what's this little dwarf talking to me about?
I have the wedding ring with the clan insignia.
Well, that's true. And if that doesn't work, just get a stepladder for the Baron and have it headbutt her right on the nose and tell her that was a hug from me.
Well, maybe I could arm wrestle her too.
Well, I've heard worse ideas. Erko, vill du räcka med en sån?
All right, then we'll
Okay.
definitely make sure we look her up while we're there then. Is there
Right.
anything else, Ida, that we should that we can probably contact and hopefully?
Well, I do have contacts in the Thieves Guild.
I just
Elaine has
don't.
some.
I just don't want them to think the Red Lions are
Anke. Nu är vi live, hvis du ska följa med.
trying to stir trouble, I guess. Well, we got enough trouble as it is, but
Oh shit! That reminds me. Yeah, I need to talk to Rain before we leave. But the Thieves Guild knows what's going on. As to the assassins,
I can check in with the leaders of the Assassins Guild. They've worked with Ida's family for generations, so they might have some information we can use. At the very least, they'll know that we're not there to cause trouble.
You all have very interesting contacts.
I told you we were. Yeah, there's a reason I don't want to go back there. And Rain, I need to talk to you for a moment over here, please.
Sure. What is it?
Do you have 25 platinum or the equivalent in those magical coins of yours to borrow me?
Let me see.
One of them should be around 10 platinum.
Coin? Could you please multiply 2 or 3 times?
Boink, 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 boink. And suddenly there's tons of coins popping out.
It's enough, thank you!
10 coins. 10 Electrum. Pop out
I
of the...
might have run away from a
coin.
debt to the Thieves Guild, and if we're gonna have them help us, I should pay that.
Yeah. Those 10 coins would equal about 1,000 modern gold coins.
I hope this helps. Should be enough.
Thank you.
You can see that they're actually embossed on one side with the insignia of Lion's Haven. And on the other side, you have a grinning Lyle giving a thumbs up and holding a mug of beer.
I think we found the official coinage for Lion's Haven.
and it's hopefully they won't consider this counterfeits.
Don't worry, this is legit.
Or is it doesn't matter what's on it or what it is, gold is gold?
That's
Well,
about
in
the
this
size
case,
of it.
the coins
Captain.
are actually Electrum, which is a lot rarer and worth a lot more than
Okay,
common gold.
so your pay is not like the standard copper, electrum, gold, silver, gold, right?
I'll put it up in the chat real quick.
So is electrum like a platinum to me?
We have platinum as well.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's all I need to know. Damn.
Useful little coin. Well done. And she puts it away.
make sure no thieves see you use that. They may want to take it from you.
Yeah, you should definitely not show that off. You're not that hard to pickpocket.
So
I see, and hand you back something from your pockets.
for each of those steps, one of those is worth 10 of the next, going from the most expensive to the least expensive.
Okay. Ida, so what we'll do is I'll let you make your contacts first. Before. I mean, I'm probably not known as the Baron yet over there, or maybe I am known. I don't know. I don't know how fast we're traveling.
Barons are the dime a dozen in Lightbridge, so that won't really make any difference.
Yeah.
Belly Tumbler tosses an apple at Baldigunda as Baldigunda and Tasha are kind of traipsing and grinning into the Gebsbraustube, looking pretty chipper.
Hello there. Tasha is wearing
Good
her.
morning.
Tasha's actually wearing over her. I mean, since she's gone to wearing 3-parters with like a vest and a blouse and actual suit pants. Over that, she's wearing her Holofaust professor garb, slightly altered to look a little more modern, a little less dusty. So she seems to want to try to take her status as a Holofaust renowned professor now to make diplomacy easier.
I do have a few dresses up here as well that could fit us for a trip to Lightbridge. If you want to follow the fashion.
I mean,
You're back.
I thought I might give it a try. I have no idea how much this official garment is actually worth in Lightbridge.
More than you know.
So I'm gonna try. I had to, tell our tailor to alter it a bit because I found it to be a little,
It looks great.
I know.
it's old school, but it works well with my new outfit, so I'm quite happy with it. Hope it will buy us some credibility.
You look very official, Cuz.
So what's the between Holofaust and Lightbridge? Are there any type of issues with those two, or that you know
Lightbridge
of?
is a trade nation. We don't have issues with other countries because we trade with everyone.
Okay.
If we have issues, it's like, yeah, but we'll stop trading with you, and well, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not opening up a can of... Well, we're probably going to be opening up a can of worms, but...
Holofaust is usually also not known for making trouble. They are pretty secluded and do pretty much their own stuff. I don't know. Don't think they have any... I actually haven't been there in a few years, so I don't know if they have opened any new... or any trouble at all with other factions, countries.
They are also the biggest place for getting magical items, and if you're not friend with Holopaus, getting magic stuff, and who doesn't want magic stuff?
Yeah, that's true.
And Lightbridge is nothing if not pragmatic.
Be warned, Captain. When someone finds out who you are, they'll probably try and bargain you into a trade treaty.
Or 10.
I mean, we have been looking for trade treaties, no? The question is, what do they want to trade with us?
Do not take the first offers from Lightbridge. Never take the first offer from Lightbridge. Perhaps the 5th.
Maybe the
That's really,
7th.
really hard to get.
I'll let you work through the trade since you're more familiar with it versus me. And you are the treasurer.
I am the treasurer, and I've actually worked in a trading house there, so...
Exactly. Though I'm sure we'll have a good contact with Sir Bellytongue's aren't.
Unless I get arrested by just putting my foot there for being part of the for being part of my family. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing. So we're there to try to stop the framing of this nobility, but also hopefully you won't get thrown in jail with them.
Hopefully, I won't get thrown into jail. But if I'm arrested, please take my rapier before I'm arrested. Claim that it belongs to you and that I'm hired or something, so that they can't take it. And then we'll have to stage a prison break.
I can claim it as personal property either day, and they won't dare take it from me, not as a member of the Assassin's Guild.
Fair point. Considering that, I should go fix my hair so I have lots and lots of bobby pins in it.
So I say we depart first light. We want to travel at night, which hopefully will be more incognito and get some time between us. That's going to be your choice.
That depends on how we're traveling, sir.
I can't think of any other way to travel, but by foot or by horseback or whatever, because
Portal is
We
open
don't-
in 5 minutes, Captain.
you know how to use the portal.
No, but my aunt does. And she says that the portal will be open in 5 minutes. Just texted me.
Okay,
What's-
I'll
what's
just
this
run
texting?
up to my rooms here and bring a bag. One moment.
He's using these
Can I have the
chalkboards.
key? It goes first faster, Lainey.
The magical chalkboards that was gifted to Tasha on her birthday.
All right, then I guess we're going via portal and pray it's in the right area and nothing happens in between and we go someplace else. Because the way everything's going with everybody's trying to get involved with us, it could happen.
Before I go fetch my bag, Baldy, something that might be of help in you in Holofaust. And she hands over a piece of paper to Baldegunda. That's the name of a contact in the Assassin's Guild in Holofaust. The second name is an agent who might be able to help you with information. I hope it's useful.
We're going to kiss Alita and say, well, Baron's in your hand, my dear.
Don't worry, love. You've got this. I trust you.
I can spell it and then tell him to come back alive.
Of course I'll be alive, love.
I'm glad you trust me. I don't trust myself.
And then he looks over at Alita and like, Baroness, you have any of that loaf left? Like, yes, I do. Throw me a piece. And when she tosses it over to him, he takes it on the face and gets a proper black eye. There we go. Disguise is complete.
Why is he doing that, Ida? Why is he getting all messed up?
Down
Because it's a brilliant
from
part of the disguise.
your
and if
rooms,
it's just
Baldegunda
guts-
comes dressed in leopard skin bra, basically, and a skirt with a shield and a big like antelope skin shield and spear. Like, looks at Belly Tumbler like, right, are we ready to go be a gladiatorial team? He looks at her like, right, let's make some waves in all fast, shall we? At some point, he's picked up an anchor on a few yards of chain as well.
I wish we could see that, I whispered to Tasha.
I'm honestly concerned now. It's gonna be fine though. Right?
They have each other, that'll be fine.
It seems your agents have already saved one of my cousin's lives, by the way. Lives? No,
Oh,
he's got
good.
only one life, but you know. Also, my aunt's kind of asking when you hired a werewolf.
Did I hire a werewolf again? Well, yeah, apparently.
Werewolf? There, wolf.
Yep, their wolf.
Captain.
If the captain
What?
has his humor back, that's a good sign.
But seriously though, I really want to see one of those gladiator matches.
We'll save that for later. We have to save your family first.
Screw them. But yeah.
Whether
thank
you like it or not, it is still family.
I know.
And you hear a lot of commotion from the kitchen.
I think that might be our portals.
I think the portal's open. Let's move.
Walking into the kitchen, you can see the halflings on your side are shuffling barrels of fish oil into the portals as quickly as they can, and other assorted goods from around Louisenthal, and they're getting bags of different things back through the portal.
I see you're trading.
Yes, Baron.
Good.
You have no idea how seldom a portal opens in the broom cabinet, but into another bar.
So is there some kind of bar protocol if if something's opening, you just shove in whatever and hope you get something good back?
Well, there is now.
Okay, I mean at some point I'm sure I can open portals and you will not have to wait for them anymore.
That'll be great.
Let's go!
Oh, Lyle will be so proud of us. He's been wondering what to cook with these 600 gallons of fish oil for a while.
Good. They were set up to be traded and not to be used. But you know, you've done the correct thing. Thank you.
Well, you could also start making fish oil pills and start selling them off.
That sounds disgusting.
Great idea.
It's-
Brilliant.
But it's good for you.
I have an idea. Let's do this when we get back home.
Let's move, people.
Yeah, you hear a squeak from Rain as she is just placed on a fish oil barrel and shoved through. And the very efficient halfling haulers pretty much just treat you as barrels of fish oil, getting you through in a safe and efficient manner.
Ah, not again!
You've done this before, Rain.
Being just shoved somewhere, yeah. Remember this big dog that tends to kind of try to eat me?
Tonga will never eat you.
I throw a kiss to Belly Tumbler as I'm rushed through the portal.
Yeah,
If
Tasha
anything,
does.
he'll swallow you whole.
And as you're all rushing through the portal, we'll take a 10-minute technical break for tea and coffee.
Technical break!
Righty.
Take a seat.
Refreshments.
Stuff.
Messing up my green screen.
We're back.
Huzzah! We are back. Stepping out of the portal, you find yourselves in a very busy kitchen.
You can hear Rain mumbling something along the lines, not luggage and wings work perfectly fine. Mixed with some other words I'm not sure you understand correctly because she's not talking like this normally.
Yeah. People working in the kitchen. This kitchen is about 5 times the size of the one in Gebsbraustuben. There's people of all sorts of races. But you are, at the moment, looking into the very broad, hairy chest of about a 12-foot minotaur wearing a chef's apron. Looking down at you, like, oh, what's all this then?
Travelers.
It's
Coming
the
out of
new
there.
Interbar network.
I assume your friends have said we can caught you?
Yes, we are.
Well, any member of the Knights of the Order of the Unobscured Star is always welcome here. Let's get you some rooms.
Thank you.
Knights of what order?
Forget I said anything.
No. I heard you. I heard you.
Oops, up to the top.
I would like to know about this. I miss both of them very much, and we never got the chance to actually talk any of these things.
What do you mean, miss them?
They're gone. They're free. They have left us.
They completed their service and passed on.
The Minotaur takes a moment to collect herself, taking a deep breath, crumpling 2 cast iron frying pans in her hands. She clutches them really hard.
Guess
Oh.
proper introduction should be here.
Yes, please follow me to the guest suite.
Yeah, we are in charge of the protection now of Wiesenthal.
In that case, we probably have a lot to discuss.
Since I'm also their Baron.
She leads you out into a tavern that's probably about twice the size of the main square of Louisenthal itself. You could fit every villager in Louisenthal in here and still have room to spare.
Even with Belly Tumbler?
Even with Belly Tumbler.
Tonka?
Even with Tonka. Actually, you count at least 5 animals as big as Tonka lacing about. The tavern itself is filled with every sort of being.
Rain is staying very close to Tasha.
You can see a long bar, like a bar, I think about the length of a football field.
Well, if this is one of the houses that look bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
And behind it, there's a lot of different people. The Minotaur nods over to... You've never seen this sort of creature before, but you all feel like an instinctive revulsion at the tall, hairless humanoid with the tentacles sprouting out of the lower part of its face. Pasha is the only one that recognizes that as what's known as a mind flayer.
Is she alarmed?
I think mind flayers would be known to most of the people.
Not really. They're not that common in this world. But mages know about them. Because they love wizard brains.
Is Tasha alarmed now? Should she be alarmed?
She definitely should be, although the creature doesn't seem hostile at all. It actually gives you a friendly wave and starts readying a platter of drinks and snacks as the female Minotaur leads you through the crowd into, well, a room about the size of a large apartment with a long, comfortable, a long oak table inset with gold, platinum, and electrum stars, and very comfortable chairs. She motions for you to sit.
This is definitely a high-end bar.
It's impressive.
This is interesting.
Oh. She wipes a few tears from her face, and well, at least Katya and Setwig now have peace.
They do
Was their
indeed.
passing calm?
Yes.
We all had a drink together. I'm also planning on building a statue to both of them which will be our main square once and if we ever get established.
Oh. Well, welcome to the halfway house. The informal headquarters of the Order of the Unobscured Star.
I'm sorry that the news of them passing was brought to you so clumsy. There's a lot going on in Luisenthal, and since both of them were always really good at letting word travel, I thought probably people might already know. I'm sorry to make you sad this way.
It's fine, dear lady. The news of loss of members of the Order is not uncommon, but Katya and Sedwick, well, I think most of us had come to think of them as immortal. They've been around for so long, guiding the Order.
We have a small shrine to them in Geb's Braustuven. Would you like me to light a candle for you to them?
I would love to visit once we get the portal network up and running properly again, but the last year it's been on the fritz. Takes, well, a skilled wizard now to get it to work, where usually we could just show our pendant or amulet, I don't know what you want to call it, from under the apron. She fishes out a very ornate talisman in the form of a 7-pointed star. Seems to be made of combination of electrum, silver, and cold iron.
The cold iron would be the magical aspect of that.
If they didn't have the time to tell you, but trusted you enough to entrust Luisenthal to you, the Order is made up of members of all nations, creeds, and social standings. We guard this world from the things in the void beyond the stars. We've heard about you down here. I assume that you are what is left of, or the successors to a dear friend of mine. Your former captain, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, he fell in an ambush.
He was the Knight Commander of the Order. We have reason to believe that the last year, prominent members of the Order have been targeted. We don't know what is lurking in the void, but there is obviously a great threat coming.
We have been given the warning that there is something from the stars coming.
But right now we are actually facing a few other problems that keep us busy.
We're on our way to Lightbridge.
The Order is not a political entity. We don't dabble in that sort of thing. But we can probably help with information and logistics, if nothing else. She nods over to the Mind Flayer that enters the room and floats a couple of trays of drinks and food down in front of you.
Tasha
Gives the fireplace a look, and it springs to life.
Tasha probably shrinks away automatically, like without, you know, she cannot really control it. She's gonna be like,
Oh, don't worry about him. He has been a loyal servant of the Order for several decades.
Yeah, I'm trying to be open-minded, but it's just that, you know, yeah.
Oh, you are. I find you very open-minded. None of you shrank away from me, she says, and laughs.
I mean,
she's probably a full head taller than Belly Tumbler, and half again as broad as he is.
I guess introductions are in order here, then.
Yes, I am Tassilea von Cleef, one of the quartermasters of the Order. Formerly a knight, but I fear my fighting days are behind me, as I've gotten old and frail. She laughs again.
You're old and frail? I wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alley.
Oh, don't worry, Master Dwarf. I don't fit in most of the alleys in Lightbridge.
you are magnificent.
At least I can run underneath your legs if I have to hide. My name is...
gives Evrock a wink, and, well, if you plan on running there, I hope you're not married.
I just been married.
Ah, shame.
Actually, to a princess, so,
Well...
which is a surprise by me, too, by the way, so... I am,
and she would beat your ass.
Yes, she can beat my ass. I am Baron Evok Strongaxe, Captain of the Red Lions. And these are my senior command here. Got Dame Ida. We have Tasha, Beauty of the Lake.
Oh, I've heard the songs.
Rain, one of our new members.
Hello.
And Lannan. Did I say your name right? Lanny? Laney. Another one of our new members.
Pleasure to meet you all. I've heard about Rain. She's in the newest Penny Dreadful, but I don't think Laney is in this issue.
Wait, what?
She fishes out from her apron a 10-page Penny Dreadful, basically a middle-aged comic book featuring the adventures of the Red Lions. And whoever drew that has been very generous about Laney's curves. Or not Lane's, but Rain's curves and amount of clothing.
It's made by the Bard. I whisper to Rain.
At one point, I really have to talk to Nashiran about this. Like, as a...
She's paying taxes on them, and it's really generous, and we get a lot of money from them.
Yeah, but it's also kind of sexist. But then again, she
Very
also
popular here in Lightbridge. Most of the nobility have had costume parties themed to
If-
the Red Lions.
So
if
I
by
take
some
it.
Sorry.
So I take it the Red Lions are known here.
Oh yes, but I don't think most people will recognize you with the amount of clothing you're wearing.
No, that's relieving.
Rain whispers to Ida, "Don't be alarmed if that bard may not come down from the toilet for a whole day."
You know that they are kind of resistant to poisons, right? The devils.
Well, it's okay. I think I will just experiment a bit.
Be my
You should have
guest.
to fight Lyle too.
I've contacted 2 of my colleagues here in Lightbridge who are currently present. They'll be arriving fairly shortly, so... In the meantime, she says, and walks over to the fireplace and intones an incantation in a language most of you aren't familiar with. It's Celestial, if anybody speaks it. Yes. I'll give you the text in a moment. And she picks out 5 of the same types of metal shears she's wearing. On broad green and gold bands. Carries them over to you. Please allow me to welcome you to the Order of the Knights of the Unobscured Star. I don't have the authority to grant anybody anything above the rank of knight. That would have to be the Concilia that does that, but they won't gather for another 2 years. Unless we can confirm that there is a threat to, well, this reality as we know it.
We do have some indication of that. I say and put my rapier on the table.
Hmm. Are those... Are you a descendant of Thaddeus Broach?
I have no idea who I'm descending from, except that I know for a fact that I am a descendant of the Empress of the First Empire.
Ah, your uncle. Always said that. Well, I don't need to call him your uncle anymore. And a tall, broad-chested man with a white beard, looking, well, exactly the same as Bonte's. Dressed in sailor's garb, walks in. You recognize Ebert Harlock, your family's seneschal. Seneschal. Throughout the years.
Long time no see.
Ah, young Ida. It's good that I don't have to pretend that I don't like you or administer your foster parents' cruelties to you anymore. My apologies, but the orders from your father and mother were quite explicit. Do nothing that would get me fired from the household, so that I could watch over you. Well, until you ran away anyway.
I was thrown out, remember?
From Lightbridge, not from the house.
Oh, right. Yeah. There,
You
I
might
remember.
remember the assassin that almost got you, but was mysteriously garroted.
I certainly remember that.
Well, he says, and grins while playing with a piece of piano wire attached to 2 wooden handles.
That was a good job, Ebert.
Well, Duchess Ida's father trained me well when I served on his ship.
Say that again?
Your dad. I was his bosun for many years.
Ida is definitely confused right now, trying not to look it but failing miserably.
So does that mean that your noble dad is not your real dad, but your actual dad is on a ship?
Yes.
Well, according to the rapier, I'm adopted. So,
Once Thaddeus realized that the situation was getting dangerous enough that he couldn't have young Ida on his ship any longer, he placed her with his sister's, or his wife's sister. The ones you're planning on getting out of prison.
so my stepmother. I'm confused.
That would be your aunt, yes.
Welcome to the life of weird relationships. Been there, done that.
I thought it was bad enough the fact that I was a bastard daughter of some Viscount who married a woman who was extremely cruel to me.
Apparently not.
Not to break up the family reunion here, can you inform us what is going on?
Well, sir, seems like the 2 families have been imprisoned for treason against Lightbridge. Having allegedly tried to foster a rebellion against the sitting council, financed a pirate fleet, almost broken the truce between the citizens of Lightbridge and the illithids living under it, having financed illegal adventuring expeditions into the quarantined part of the city, and I think 17 minor counts of treason in addition to that.
Well, some of those are actually true, but overlooked. Normally.
Well, yes, some of these things are done by the noble families and trading houses, of course, but never overtly, and never in the number we've seen. And, well, plotting against the Council of Lightbridge will get you beheaded right quick, usually. It's a testament to your aunt's connections that they haven't been beheaded yet.
So what can we do?
Well, at the moment, I'd say you'll first need to get your feet under you. Once you're ready, I'll lead you to your estate. It's only a couple of streets away from the halfway house. If I were you, I'd start by getting the lay of the land before, well, whatever you plan to do. I believe you've got about 4 days. before the execution is scheduled.
So the trials are already over.
Oh yes, they were found very, very guilty. But, according to the legal tradition of Lightbridge, if new evidence should come up, then the trial would have to be reconsidered by a new independent judge.
Okay, we have our work cut out for us.
So who actually came up with the charges originally? Like who filed the lawsuit?
That would be Sir Theron Benedict, the captain of the ship of the line Challenger, who first boarded and captured a pirate vessel that had been plaguing the shipping lanes for the last 6 months. Crewed by, as it turned out, by undead from the city of Hollowfaust. Hired by the two houses of these young ladies here. He says and nods to Lainey and Ida. To weaken the political power of the sitting council.
Wait, so... this is complicated. Maybe we should pay this Theron Benedict a visit and just, ask some questions.
Maybe we should.
His ship shall be docking within 12 hours or so.
Maybe we should talk to Bellagunda's aunt. Maybe she knows about what's going on, at least with a shipping aspect.
That's a good point. So we should contact her. I should contact the Thieves Guild. Lainey should contact the Assassins. Maybe you and Tasha should contact this captain, as he might be less inclined to talk to me or Lainey, as we are from the families he have indicated.
But isn't Tasha one of the families involved with this in Holocaust?
In Hollowfaust, yes, but not here in Lightbridge.
But didn't he say hired by these two houses?
Mine and Lainey's.
Yours and Lainey.
Yes.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Though I'm actually, this is all going very fast. Not quite sure what was the whole thing with the undead from Hollowfaust?
The ship was crewed by the undead from Hollowfaust.
Glorious.
But that's not illegal. That's perfectly normal for... Yeah, to use undeads in Hollowfaust, as long as you sail under Hollowfaust flags. I think.
Well, we'll find out.
Of course, if it's a pirate ship, they're illegal anyway.
Well, he takes out a one of the penny news sheets and shows you a picture of somebody dressed in what looks like a nautical interpretation of the same type of a coat that Tasha is wearing, being led in irons towards the jail, and says, Dread pirate Friedrich the Black, captured at last.
What? What has my brother to do with all of this?
I think he's supposed to be the captain of the pirate ship.
So I think Tasha coming with me would not be a good idea neither.
know. Well, either we all go or you go alone then with Rain.
Let's get a hold of Belgunda's aunt first.
Belly Tumbler's aunt, yeah, that should be in the dock district. Where in the city are we?
I smell a trap.
Of course it's a trap.
I'm very confused right now.
Now,
Yeah.
if my recollections is right, Ida, Lanny, and Tasha are all involved with this. Their families.
Yep,
So, will you three possibly be arrested on site?
Why would we? I mean, I have nothing to do with all of this. As a
Maybe
family
not
member,
Tasha. I might. I work for the shipping company of my family and am an own bastard of the house. Lainey should stand much stronger than I do, as she has been here a lot more lately and is less involved in her family's way of life.
However my father ties into this affair, I haven't seen him for 13 years. It'll be interesting to see how the registry of the ship ties back to him in Golden Glens.
Well, every trade thing goes through here anyway, so it's probably something like that.
If you were trying to hide pirate activity, you'd make sure the ship was registered in a different city than your own.
Well, perfect to use Holopaus then.
Independent third party. Perfect cover, except they got captured.
How far are we from the docks? I look through our hosts.
4 streets away, lady.
What's the name of that tavern?
The halfway house. The one we're in now?
The one we gotta go meet the aunt.
The Gertie sausage.
Oh, the Girthy Sausage, just across the way.
Could I see this picture again, please?
Of course, young lady.
Tasha, do you want to take a look here? This ring. Isn't that like the one Victor is wearing? And I don't know, this lady here that they say is the second in command. I don't know. Have any of you seen Victor lately?
I mean, the ring is
I
pretty
saw
much
him when he left.
identical.
Victor and Lyle headed to the Citadel.
Yeah, but the ring is identical and she does look like him.
He
Another
does
member
have
of Victor's
14
family?
sisters and brothers, though. Or 13, I think they are 14 in total, I'm not really sure. A lot.
Well, I don't know his family, so you know him a lot better.
Well, I mean, I have met exactly one member of his family.
And she stumbled into our inn the last night, bloody.
Oh, well, then we're actually on the same page. Well,
yeah, should definitely.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a twin sister, he may have gotten himself into trouble again. Does he tend to dress as women?
Not that I know.
What did I know? We should ask the Lady Briar about that.
You think she knows?
If anyone does,
Maybe a doppelganger.
Or a sister. He does have quite a few of them. But perhaps my aunt-in-law might have some answers.
I say we head over there now.
Looking towards the door, you see a purple streak heading towards Rain, and you're like, Rain! As something hits Rain and knocks her off her chair.
Rain!
Rain, are you okay?
Sitting on top of her and giving her lots of kisses is another pixie looking just like her, except with purple hair and dressed in what looks like very tiny pirate's clothing.
What are you doing here?
It's me, your cousin Ivy.
You got new hair color. Hey, Ivy. Again, what are you doing here?
Oh, Tassalea asked me to come, she says and looks at the Minotaur.
Nice clothes, by the way.
Thank you. I think they're very dashing.
They
Although-
They are.
Not as nice as the ones you have in the newest issue of that thing, the Penny Dreadful.
You have some free time to help me? I have someone I want to try some of my mixtures on.
Oh, a prank! Yes,
Yes,
of course.
yes, of course, yes.
Yes, I'll always help you prank. But
Rain.
what are you doing here? She floats up and looks at the others, like hovering and looking about the room. Like, where are all of these people? Are these your friends?
They
Wow.
are. Well, I kind of ended up with them. One of them was almost dead. I healed him, and then I kind of became part of the Red Lions, it seems.
That is so cool.
It is! Look, they're all so big.
Yeah, they're huge.
Look at her
And-
wings. Her wings are amazing.
And she's pointing at Tasha's chest and like, and it's almost like the comic books.
It's not.
Just be glad that this big dog isn't here.
Big dog?
Yeah,
Oh, the one
yeah.
that keeps eating you.
Yes. But here, look. And she flies over to Eider and just touches her wings, like trying to spread them a bit to show them to Ivy.
I
had wings
spread
like
them
that.
really carefully so that you won't blow too far away.
But anyway, yeah, Tassalea asked me to come. Because there's been some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'm a navigator on a ship, and there's something like the last year, the currents and the winds and everything, it's been weird. It's changing. But it shouldn't
How?
be.
What do you mean changing?
Like,
It-
the winds and the currents are changing in a way that they shouldn't be. But they are. Like, we get full flood even though the time is wrong, and the fish are also migrating strangely.
That sounds like the forest I have. That's just kind of stretched into I don't know how many kilometers. That was just supposed to be a garden.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, it is. But yours as well.
I don't know, but I think something is affecting, like, nature and stuff.
Yeah, I think I feel the same. It's strange. I got new powers, you know?
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What can you do?
I can heal my friends.
Oh,
But not like I used to. Just when they are near me and I'm in the forest, and they just get healed.
she turns in the air and looks at Tasha and points at Rain like, she's a doctor, you know.
I know that she is.
Well, you would know. You're a wizard. Why are the tides changing?
Well, I'm not a wizard. I'm a sorceress. And I don't know why the tides are changing, but if they really are, it's probably not a good sign. I would have to investigate to tell you more, but I'm not necessarily a crack at nature. I think Rain would probably be the better person to ask, since her connection to the primal is a lot stronger than mine.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So you said this has been happening about a year ago?
Started about a year ago, yeah.
Question, Game Master?
Yes.
How long since Whitehaven?
Roughly a year.
I take out my sword and look at that glyph that I put into it.
Ooh. The Godslayer glyph.
What?
You know, for killing gods and stuff.
Always fascinating how everybody knows more about our weapons than we do.
Yeah.
I helped make it, you know. Well, I helped gather the ingredients to make it.
Wait,
Was-
you did?
What are
Yeah,
some of the ingredients?
Oh, you know, the usual. Like stardust, dragon's blood. Here's of an innocent man. Virgin's breath. The usual.
We have a lot to catch up on.
Well, you know, the order wanted it made in case there's something nasty came that needed to be, you know, stabbed.
But shouldn't we, like, you know, shouldn't we be in need of a Void Slayer glyph more than a God Slayer glyph?
Well, yeah, it slays void things as well, but, you know, some of the void things are gods.
Oh, great.
I
Just
don't know too
peachy.
much about it. You'd have to talk to somebody higher in the order, but I think they're all busy with this whole portal thing not working properly.
One portal thing
How
not
long has it
working
been since the portal stopped working properly?
Oh, 6 months or so.
What portal are we talking? Are we talking about the portal that goes to...
Yes, the portal that's in
All
our
the portals.
tavern. Yeah, all the portals, exactly.
Yeah, the ones in the broom closets. Katya was really clever putting them there. Who would look for a magical portal in a broom closet? You look for a flying broom, if anything.
Just gotta be careful that no children stumble into it.
And she flies up to Tasha real close, like, do you have a magical flying broom?
Maybe.
Well, can we see afterward? I'm not allowed to fly real high in here.
Sure.
So you're a navigator? What ship?
The Challenger.
Thought the Challenger wasn't going to be in for another 12 hours.
Yeah, I know, but they can navigate the last of the way in, so I flew here when Tasleia wanted me to come.
So wait, the Challenger is Thera and Benedict's ship?
No, it's a ship of the line. It's a very big ship. It's got lots of cannons. They bought them from the Ebon Coast.
So were you on board the ship when they supposedly captured the pirate ship?
Oh yeah, nasty people. There was like this one half demon lady, I think, or maybe half devil, and this captain that seemed really confused. And you would have thought they would have put up more of a fight, but they didn't. And they had a crew that were supposed to be undead, but I don't know if they actually were undead. I think they were just wearing makeup.
Okay, you said the captain looked confused.
Yeah. He kept telling everybody that this was a huge mistake and he was just hired to act as a pirate captain, but who would believe that? They'd been raiding the shipping lanes for months, killing everybody on every ship, leaving no witnesses.
So, by word of mouth, this is the so-called pirate that no one has seen because there's been no one spared.
Yeah. But what else could it be? I mean, big ship filled with undead and, scary half-demon lady and the necromancer as the captain. It had to be the pirate.
Did you capture the half-demon lady?
Oh yeah, she's in the city jail. Shouting something about diplomatic immunity, whatever that is.
Does she have a name?
Oh yeah, Katniss Arvandus.
Ivy, you think you could get us in there to talk with them?
I mean, I'd have to talk to Darren first. Oh, I need to show him to you. He's so dreamy. He's got such broad shoulders. If only he could fly. I wasn't so big.
Who are you talking about?
Darren, the captain of the Challenger.
So Theron is the captain of the Challenger.
That's the person I'm supposed to be going to talk to.
Yes.
Now, did you come upon this ship, or was it like were you waiting for it to come to where it was?
Oh no, we were out looking for it. Because, all of the killing of merchant people and pirating and doing piratey stuff and stuff.
Now, did you find any pirate treasure on the ship?
I don't know, I wasn't there. I was busy navigating, and kind of turning into a sea lion and crushing pirates.
So the pirates that you found are actually probably fake pirates, or at least fake undead.
I think they thought they weren't dead because they acted like them, but they didn't smell like them, and zombies usually don't bleed. They just have like a yucky, oozy things.
So
Ida, Tasha,
Mhm.
remember the Citadel?
Mm-hmm.
We came back.
Yeah. I think some form of mind control might have been going on there, but it's hard to tell without having spoken to the crew. Or to the captain and Katniss.
My sword broke the mind control in Leafenthal. And when Lyle and Victor showed up, it busted through that mind control too.
It might be worth a shot.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's a setup.
Oh, we know it's a setup, we just don't know how deep.
Who is the head person in China? And I think our vampire lady friend may be back in business.
I'm pretty sure that Coxopedia pulled some strings. It's not hard either, giving opportunities to those enemies we already have.
Ivy looks at Rain like, they're so smart. How did you end up with a group of people so smart? Everybody I works with is an idiot. Except for Theron, he's so dreamy.
Well, I guess I got lucky. They brought someone almost dead to my doorstep.
Then I stumbled upon her.
Yeah, and I just kind of tagged along.
But no, Armand in the hospital with your doctor stuff too, and running the bar on top of that. You're doing a very good job.
Like, oh, that rapier, isn't that the same as the Grandmaster was wearing?
The Grandmaster?
Yeah. And you can hear Tassileia going like, Ivy, no. And she flies over to a big picture at the end of the room, showing a man dressed in sailor's pants and sailor's coat, wearing a hat with long gold hair and blue gem eyes, standing on what looks like a ship fighting some sort of tentacled creature with lots of eyes and mouths.
Is there a family resemblance in this picture?
Very much so.
How did I
I
not
think he's looking
notice
at your
that
father.
picture?
So that's Thaddeus.
Oh, yes. He was one of the Grandmasters of the Order before he disappeared.
And he was fighting a Shoggoth. Just like that, you know. Shoggoths, big tentacle monsters. Pretty wild, dangerous, and actually you just don't, you know, don't look in their eyes and stuff.
Yeah, he was super brave from what I hear. And look at all the tattoos he has.
I'm walking closer to taking.
This is getting
take a
interesting here.
look.
Yeah, he is, well, for one, his physique looks like, well, an ancient Greek statue. Like most Aasimar do. You can see he's got a lot of tattoos. Anchor on his right forearm. Rope around his right wrist. Crossed anchors between the thumb and fingers on his left hand. Crossed cannons on his left forearm. A full-rigged 5-masted sailing ship on his chest. A shellback turtle on his left hand. His feet are bare, so you can see that he's got a pig on his left foot and a rooster on his right one. 7 black dots between the thumb and the fingers on his right hand. Not to mention a dagger through a swallow over his heart.
Does those tattoos have any meaning?
Absolutely. For a sailor.
Yeah, for a sailor, but I'm talking to Ida.
Not that I know, but I'm not a sailor.
Ivy, do you know anything about the tattoos?
Oh yeah, they're all a lot of sailor tattoos. I think he got the dove with the dagger, threw it over his heart after his wife was killed. And you hear a pop of a bottle, and she turns in the air, staring at the bottle of rum that Tassileia has opened before she sips over to it and starts chugging it down.
How did he get that hat?
I think that was his hat from when he was in the Navy before he became a commander in the Order of the Star.
So he originally sailed for Holofaust?
I think he was from there.
Interesting. This is all very complicated.
Seems like loose ends are getting looser.
Nah, just more complicated. But, you know...
I said that in a nicer way instead of saying complicated.
Nah, it's just more complicated. But then again, does any of us have uncomplicated family ties? I feel like no.
I think he was some sort of big shot in Holocaust, with like his family being professors and stuff.
Were they?
But then he had to leave because of secrecy, and you hear Tassalea like, Ivy, drink your rum. He's like, glug, glug, glug. I'm too busy to talk.
So, I mean, okay, so I understand.
How long ago is this?
You see, Ivy is now a bit more unsteady in her flight paths. Already halfway down the bottle of rum.
Ivy, give me that. I want to see what kind of rum is that.
Oh, it's a really good one.
I want to try.
Why are you keeping her from saying what's going on here? What's really got me confusing here?
I guess Tassalea is
I'm
trying
looking at
to
the
stop
Minotaur when I say this.
I guess Tassalea is trying to stop Ivy giving us too much information about the Order.
Oh, you really are as clever as the Penny Dreadfuls say.
But this is
Tassalea
Ida's
says when she looks at
dad.
Blaney.
This is Ida's dad, though. I think, isn't she, like, maybe entitled to know? Finally, after all these years, that he did not give a damn about her.
Oh, he left very, very specific instructions.
More
And
to
she
the
looks
point,
at Ivy like, very specific.
Oh, fuck instructions. What is it with parents always, like, going over their children as if we weren't grown-ups finally?
'cause isn't the family full of wizards?
All
Yeah, well-
families in Holocaust are full of wizards.
Well, mine is. And if this Thaddeus person's family is professors, they certainly are as well.
But how long ago was this painted?
Oh, I don't know. Right before he disappeared.
And when did it disappear?
Well, you would have been about 2.
So some 20 years ago then. Unless I'm older than I know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I think the amnesia spell, and you hear like a little pop as Ivy gets another open bottle of rum thrown at her.
I'm gonna go catch some air.
I'm going to go with you. I need
Ebert rises from his chair like, well, madam, maybe I can show you to your estate so you and your companions know where it is and can get situated before you venture out into the city.
Estate.
Thank you.
Well, yes, during the trial, they found that the only one that was provably not part of the conspiracy was the long-lost bastard daughter that ran away. So everything from the family has been on hold for her, and will be given to the city in... And he looks at his wrist before shaking his head like, what am I doing? And looking at the old grandfather clock over by the wall of the room. Like, 12 hours.
Unless I claim it?
Yes, indeed.
Well, then we have paperwork to do.
We have all the things to do, it seems, but when is that unusual for this group?
But if I do this paperwork, we actually have a trading company.
I mean, you should definitely do the trading company. Honestly, I think you should have this estate and stuff. It's just...
Please, if you'll all follow me.
Lead on, Ebert.
Rain takes Ivy's hand so that she doesn't get hurt by flying against the wall or something.
Is there any dwarven ale I can grab as I walk out? I need it.
Ask Tassalea.
Turning around, Evrock stares into the hips of the Mind Flayer standing there with a 5-liter cask of dwarven ale.
Thank you.
Tassileia gently grabs Ivy and puts her on a small chair on the table in front of her. As you're leaving, you can hear like, "Oh, Ivy, you know, if you weren't so pretty, I might consider breaking up with you just because you're so dumb." Like this, like, "I know, I love you too."
Aww.
The best size difference of all
Rain,
times.
yeah, Rain makes like a somersault of surprise.
Before we go, Tassileia, what were the, Admiral's instructions?
I'll need to break them out of holding, but give me 4 hours. I should be able to find his the instructions given for the treatment of his daughter.
Yes, I would very much like to see them, and I'm pretty sure Ida would like to see them as well. And I think he owes her that much.
At the very least.
Parents. Freaking parents, I'm telling you. Okay, come on, let's go see that estate there.
I'm glad my parents are normal.
Yeah, you should be. You really should be. You should be super grateful, just saying.
Right. He leads you out from, well, exiting the halfway house. It seems like it's a shed. Kind of run down as well. And you exit into very busy city streets. Even though it's the middle of the night, they are filled to the brim with people of all sorts of skin colors and styles of clothing.
I glare at the first pickpocket I see and just thieves can't back off.
Yeah. Pickpocket backs off, and when he sees Ebert, he turns pale and disappears into the crowd. Ebert himself leads you. He's got a way about him where the crowd kind of parts for him as he leads you down towards the docks and towards a very large mansion built out of it looks like obsidian. Behind very fancifully wrought iron gates. Tasha can feel magic emanating from the fence. Walking past it, the magic feels familiar.
Familiar how?
Can't put her finger on it.
She would definitely use a detect magic to investigate that.
This whole mansion may be magical, so it'll probably blow your mind.
Don't worry. I've seen so much magic lately, I'm not sure anything can blow my mind right now. So Tasha's gonna, like, touch the gates, wiggle her fingers. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's no wonder this feels familiar. This has Hollow House written all over it.
It's a large, well-tended garden around the mansion. Something only very, very rich people in Lightbridge can afford on account of, well, it being a very crowded city.
I guess you're home now, Ida.
Yeah. It didn't look like this when I lived here, though.
Ah, no. Harlock turns to Ida. The city council had the cosmetic illusions around it dispelled during the investigation.
I kind of like this, though.
And he leads the way into past a pair of very heavy doors of fossilized wood. Leads you into a large foyer with 2 staircases leading up to the second floor. And a very big black dog comes running up and starts licking Ida in the face, wagging its tail furiously.
I think someone hasn't forgotten you.
Oh, that's great. I just cuddle the dog.
Does no one ever have
He didn't
cats?
look like this either.
Oof.
Why does no one ever have cats? Everybody has dogs. I swear to God, if I have my own house, observatory, whatever, I'm gonna have cats. All of them. I'm gonna be the cat
Cats
lady
are-
of this group.
Cats are nasty. They hunt me.
Cats are great.
Believe me, cats that I have will hunt nobody who's my friend.
I saw you enjoyed Elioriel's tiger.
Yeah, that was a magnificent beast.
Well, Mom, I've taken the liberty of uncovering some of the pictures that your aunt and uncle always kept covered. You can see that a lot of the pictures that you remember being behind decorations are now clearly uncovered. One showing a person you recognize as Thaddeus Broach and a very beautiful lady dressed in the same sort of coat and hat as Tasha, hanging on his arm.
I guess that would be your mom, Ida.
Looks like it.
So does
Anyone
that mean your mom
recognize
may
her
be
or
from
something?
Holocaust?
As far as I understand, they both were.
How big is Holocaust? Are you related? And she looks between Ida and Tasha.
Can't hear you.
Holocaust is huge, and I doubt that that we are related. That would be... I don't even think it's possible.
Tasha, with what's going on, anything's possible now.
You know, maybe by half, you know, half brothers stuff could work. I don't know. I don't think it is actually.
And I don't even know exactly who my parents are. I know my father's name now. It's interesting. I'm gonna take a look around. Are there any servants left?
Only me, I'm afraid. What do you want?
I need someone to put on a pot of coffee and
Hot
show
chocolate
my
with
guests
all the rum
rooms.
you can find, honestly.
We can make that happen. The chocolate.
Should you also get the? Did you also get the paperwork going?
Yeah, we should definitely do that, but we do need to get people settled first. So,
Already
leave,
some guest
Baron.
rooms, ma'am. Adjacent to each other, I assume you wish.
Yeah, it's better if people don't get lost. It's a huge mansion.
It is quite a thought.
Not quite as big as when we last saw it, Ida.
No, but back then we were sneaking around, making ourselves less
Visible. And we were a lot smaller.
we
Sadly,
were.
all of the household staff were either arrested as accomplices or, well, fired
I figured as much.
after the arrests.
Does Tasha recognize the lady by Thaddeus' side?
There's something stirring at the back of her mind, but she can't put her finger on it quite yet. It's there's a sense of familiarity, but nothing that she can instantly recognize.
I'll go to the office and get started on the paperwork. I'll probably need to send for a notary.
The papers, by the way, madam, are in your study, ready to be signed.
Thank you.
If you'll excuse me, I have some work to do in the garden. He
I walk into my
disappears out the door.
Ida,
Yes.
the paperwork is ready for you to be signed, as if he knew you were coming here.
Well, as far as I can see, he's part of the Order of the Star, and they probably keep an eye on us, and everything is going so fast, so I'm going to take a look at the paperwork before I sign it.
Good idea.
Why were the Order there to protect this glyph that's in my sword? I know it's a God Slayer from what I hear now. Impossible Void Slayer. But a lot of people died for this glyph.
They did. And my father was obviously Grandmaster of this order, so before he disappeared for God knows when. I'm even starting to doubt I'm as old as I think I am.
Maybe I could have someone send for Belly Gunda's aunt.
Belly Tumblr's aunt. Yeah, we're close to the
Belly
doctor.
Tumbler, I meant, sorry.
Come, join me in my office. My office.
Who you say this to?
To you when I'm walking past you, and to myself.
Okay.
First I ask you to join me in my office, and then I just, my office. I bow to the spectral shape as I walk past. It does have potential, doesn't it? And when we're talking old colonial style, how old are we talking?
Oh, she disappears before she can answer.
Who are you talking to?
My rapier, basically.
Your what?
My rapier.
Yeah, my sword's been awful quiet.
So is mine, but she was just here.
Right, looking around, the mansion is very well built. On the inside, it's the walls are not stone. They've been clad with some nice wood paneling, or well, tastefully decorated for the most part, with some very ostentatious gilded pieces that Ida recognizes as the work of her aunt, trying to show off how wealthy she is.
It is kind of liberating to stop thinking about her as my stepmom.
Walking around, whether by design or just by simple-mindedness, you all get separated for a little bit. The halls stretch further than they should inside the old building.
I got separated even though I was following Ida to her office.
You follow Ida, but the rest of it get separated.
Just want to verify that.
Wait, Tasha, where are you? Oh, she was right here. Lenny? Damn, they left me alone.
Is Tasha here, Rain?
She does hear Rain.
Can Laney hear Rain?
Yes.
Rain? Where are you?
Lenny? I'm here. Wow, now that's an with the statue.
And she looks, takes a closer look at the statue.
How dare she? How did that end up here?
How big is that statue?
About the size of Rain.
Okay. In that case, before anyone comes around, she picks it up.
This isn't supposed to be used as a decoration here.
Laney very carefully follows the sound of Rain's voice in trying to find her. Keep talking, Rain.
Keep talking.
And for the first time in a while, she doesn't know what to talk about.
You said you found the statue. Keep talking about it. What's it? How big is it? What's it like? Where do you recognize it from?
It's a statue that is not supposed to be here. So it never was here. No, there isn't a statue.
Sounds fishy.
Very.
Nothing fishy about that. No, there's nothing. No. Just follow my voice. Nothing fishy here. We're not on the ocean. We're on land, so no fish here.
Walking into Ida's study, it is a big room with a comfortable sitting group with a couch and a couple of chairs around the table, built-in bar, 2 fireplaces, and rows upon rows of notes about trade.
Nice office.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm getting feedback from your mic, Ida.
I think someone is using the coffee machine.
Okay.
The papers are ready on the table, but without Victor's expertise, it's hard to, well, see if there's any fine detail in them that you would be hidden from a dilettante's look. What it looks like, Ida will inherit the mansion and the remaining 3 ships of the shipping fleet. It seems 4 of them have been sunk by pirates or captured by pirates in the last 6 months.
This is
Okay, that's odd. If your family is behind the piracy, why are they losing their own ships to piracy?
Exactly.
Can understand maybe 1 just to hide the fact, but 4?
4 is a major blow to the house.
Yes, it is. You probably don't know what enemies you have to the house, do you, since you've been gone for so long?
No, but it has never been more than the usual, the warring houses.
Between noble houses.
Yeah, and trading companies that are not as grand as ours and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this. If you had not showed up here, the city gets the land, the property, the ships.
True.
Does it go up for bidding to the other noble houses?
Possibly.
But now, since you're here and it's yours, you may be a target.
I've been a target for ages, so
You
a
and
few
me
extra
both.
enemies.
You and me both. Hey, the red lines. Not just us, the red lines.
We do have our work cut out for us, though.
Have 4 days.
Yeah, and less than 12 hours to sign this and make it notarized.
At the same time, from 3 different hidden doors leading into the office, Rain, Laney, and Tasha wander in, looking a bit confused about how they got there. As Ebert walks in with a tray, like, the hot chocolate with the rum, ma'am. And dwarven ale for the gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
Do you
That's
have any
right.
Golden Glens brandy, Ebert?
Oh, I remember your tastes, young lady. It's already in the glass.
Thank you, sir.
Hubert, question for you.
It's Ebert, sir. Yeah,
Sure,
but
I'm
yes.
sorry. My mistake. If Ida wasn't here to sign this, would this go to another noble house or to the city, and then the noble houses could bid on the property?
Well, it would go to the next person in the testament, which would be an agent of the Order of the Unobscured Star, thus passing it into the holdings of the Order.
Okay, so nobody, no noble house here would have claim to it.
Well, they would try, but they would find that the legal obligations were quite binding.
Well, that's good news at least.
You seem to be an even wealthier woman than you woke up, Ida.
She is a duchess.
Yeah, how on earth am I Duchess? My uncle was a Viscount.
Well,
I can't answer that question, ma'am.
Because if I got in a house with the title, I would be a Viscountess, not a Duchess.
Oh, yes, the title of Viscountess follows with the house, but...
while you're pondering that one, take a look at these. I found this stash of daggers in the bedchamber I stumbled into. Take a look at the design and the sigil.
I'm turning it around in my hand. What do I see?
I know that mark. It's from a guild based in Holocaust.
One of your guilds?
They're associated with us. I'm not necessarily a member, though.
What bedroom was this?
It's the one I was just in.
That doesn't say me a lot. We have 23 bedrooms, if I'm not mistaken.
I could probably find it again.
Should take care of the paperwork first. Time's ticking away.
Yeah, let's do this. I find nothing on the surface or anything.
Ebert?
Yes,
Well-
Lainey.
Is that a dagger under your coat on your left-hand side?
He turns so that his body faces away from you all and... Oh, why, yes, that must be it. That seems to be a dagger. I must have misremembered to place it somewhere. Puts it in his pocket.
These daggers I stumbled across, are they yours?
Oh, no, those are not mine. Wouldn't know, never seen anything of the like before.
Do you perhaps know the origins of some of the statues in this house?
Well, I know the origins of most of the statues, ma'am. They've been collected by the agents and traders of the house for the last couple of decades. I believe that one you're holding there was given as a gift by a visitor to the house.
As a gift by a visitor. Could you describe this visitor, please?
Well, she was short, had wings like yours, long pink hair, a flair for the dramatic, if I'm not mistaken, and had a tendency to turn into a house cat. And play pranks on people.
Did she by any chance give you her name?
I am struggling to remember it at the moment, but it was Silverdew something. 20 years or so ago, I think.
I see. Well, if it was a gift, I guess it's fine. And she puts the statue down.
Quite the prankster she was.
Yeah. I can imagine.
What's with the statue, Rain?
Well, it's a statue of my druidic order.
Then take it.
You sure?
Of course.
You can put it in your garden.
Or
Well,
wherever.
in that case, thank you. I mean, it was a gift to your family, it seems, so...
She's just
Yeah.
gifting it back to you, Rain.
And I just inherited all of my family's estate, so it's yours now.
And you can see that Rain's pretty happy.
Ebert takes a short bow. And, well, ma'am, I'll just be a short call away if you need me, but you all have been traveling. I'll make you a light meal.
Yeah, first we need a runner to bring these down to the city officials.
I'll have
I
it taken
signed
care
for
of.
the flourish.
Has he left?
Yeah, he leaves the room,
Lenny?
closes the door behind him.
Lenny?
Captain,
What did you see?
there was an assassin's dagger and hilted in Ebert's left side. He was trying to hide it under his coat.
You're muted, Mari.
He is an assassin. He's wearing the marks around his neck of a grave warden. And those are usually agents of the Holocaust archmages.
Well, we know he's an assassin. He just admitted when he came into the room that he assassinated an assassin that was coming for me. So, yeah, I figured as much.
Why is he trying to hide it if we know what he is?
Because he probably don't want to know where he was from. Because I'm not supposed to know that I'm partly from Holocaust, according to what happened when the pixie told us.
My name is
Prob-
Ivy.
Probably part of the guild that these daggers originate from.
And that is a guild in Holocaust.
It is.
And what's the name of the assassins going after your family, Tasha?
Oh, and that's the Crimson Flood. That's a different assassin guild, it seems.
What do we know about the Crimson Floods and the Grey Wardens? Are they rivalries or?
Well, the Crimson Flood is specialized to take out wizards, and the Grave Wardens are actually the direct agents of the Archmages and their very own Assassin's Guild, so that's the only thing I know.
Well, then we probably don't have anything to fear from him.
Well, he's had opportunities to arrange for something to happen to each of us already.
He has. And Rain, you can detect poisons, right?
Well, I'm a doctor and I can neutralize poison, so I know a bit about it.
Well, then just wait to eat until you've seen if any of us tried to die from poison in it.
do you mean? I already took 3 sips.
And it's delicious.
And you look fine.
So far, at least.
But he is bringing us some light snacks.
A light meal.
Big meal. I don't mean to sound paranoid, but it's worked so far.
Keep your
Do have
paranoia.
assassins after us, too.
Of course we do. And we have assassins in the room.
I know we do.
Well, if you want to have safe food, I could create some good berries.
I'm not afraid of the food. But you know, if we start trying, then neutralize the poison.
Should I ask
Yeah.
him where the autopsy scars around his neck are from?
You probably could, but do it one-on-one so it doesn't seem like we're ganging up on him.
It doesn't seem cornered.
But don't rely too much on my poison neutralization. I can't do it very often.
I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
As you're waiting, he brings in a light plate of salad for each of you. With some a nice assortment of cheese and nuts and other fruit as well.
Oh, I haven't had grapefruit since I left Lightbridge last time. That's one of the few things I missed.
I expect you have some hectic days in front of you. I'll do my best, ma'am, to keep you fed and full of pep.
Thank you, Ebert.
I'm gonna go lean over the bar and grab one of the most expensive bottles of something imported that I was never allowed to even look at before.
Ah. A bottle of port from Bourgogne.
Bourgogne port, you say? I'm just gonna grab the correct glasses and you want some.
I'll try some of that.
Yeah, I'll
Thank
try
you.
some too. Thanks.
I'm pouring glasses.
GM, what time is it?
It would be about 3 in the morning right now.
I think we should probably try and get some sleep, and then you can visit the Thieves Guild, and I can visit the Assassins Guild to First Light.
That sounds like a good idea. Baron, you should definitely have the master bedroom. Follow me.
This is your estate.
Yeah, but I'm not sleeping in the same bed that that bitch just slept in, so, you know, it's yours.
So you're throwing it off to me. Okay, I understand how I feel. I understand how you feel about me, my dear.
It's the best bed in the house, but I'm not sleeping in a bed that she slept in. I'm gonna have it thrown out and replaced.
What about your old room, Ida?
Well, when we were in there last time, it was basically just a guest room again, so...
I'm afraid the room under the stairs has been repurposed for storage.
So yeah, I'm just gonna pick one of the guest rooms.
She really did not like you, did she?
Oh, she hated me.
Well, I will sleep in the library.
We have lots and lots of guest rooms. But you can take the scholar's room.
I'm gonna sleep in the library.
Fair enough. The scholar's room is straight through the door from the library, and it has a better bed.
I'll take the room
And the
next to
private
yours.
bathroom.
I think about it.
Ah. It is getting quite stuffy in here, isn't it? He violently opens a window. And you hear sort of a "ah" sound.
I'm gonna go look down.
You can see a shape running across the lawn, being followed by a very big black dog.
Good boy.
Surely not the Thieves Guild.
Nope, that's not a Thieves Guild. They wouldn't have gotten past the wards on the outer walls, I think.
You want me to stop him?
Nah, the dog will take care of it.
So someone's been spying on us.
No surprise there.
Of course they have. Assume that everything you say or do will be overseen or overheard by someone in the city.
I'm starting to not like Lightbridge and I haven't been here for long.
Why
I
do you
used to
think
live
we
here.
wanted to leave?
I mean, the food is good and the hot chocolate is honestly very tasty.
The food is great here. We get the first pick of everything that comes off the ships. You don't think we're gonna send the best grapefruits along, do you? Also, have you ever had a grapefruit? They are delicious.
They look sort of suspicious.
Well, if you'll allow me, I'll lead you to your rooms. Mistress Rain, if you'd follow me.
Yes, that would be very much appreciated.
And he leads Rain down the hall. Opens a fairly small light door. And leads her into a room filled with plants. There's actual grass on the ground. A little brook stream going through it. I believe that this would suit your purposes.
Ah, this is amazing!
Ah, yes. The young lady who visited a while ago quite enjoyed it, I believed. It was purpose-built for her by Duchess Ida's father.
Huh.
Oh well, have a good night. And he goes to get the next person.
This is really getting complicated.
Leads Lainey to the guest room that Lainey's mentor used to have when he was visiting. Young Lainey, I believe this will be quite suitable for your purposes.
I believe so, but
Knives
I
and other
recognize it.
tools of your trade are hidden behind the various paintings in the room, should you need to stock up on anything.
It's very kind of you. Is the drinks cabinet still stocked with poison?
Well, I do believe I've forgotten to restock it, but there should still be something in there.
Some of the more deadly ones have probably evaporated, but the contact ones ought to be good. Thank you, Ebert.
When Lainey turns, he's already gone. Leads Tasha to the library.
So,
There we go, Duchess.
how comes that there is a picture of my grandmother in one of the guest rooms?
I can't say.
Well, technically you can. I'm not Ida.
No, I can't say.
You don't know?
I can't say.
You physically cannot say because there's a GS upon you.
Well, I wouldn't be able to answer that question.
Yeah. You know, all you people can be as secretive about all of this as you want. We're gonna find out.
Sadly, I am only permitted to divulge certain pieces of information to knights within the Order or a professor of the Academy of Holofaust.
I am a professor of the Academy of Holofaust.
May I see your diploma, ma'am?
Tasha pulls off her head of many pouches and pulls out the diploma that her aunt gave her.
Ah, excellent. In that case, I can answer some questions.
The one about my grandmother first, if that's possible.
Ah, yes. Professor, your grandmother was part of the Order. And frequented this house quite a bit, I believe, in her younger days. Honestly, I think she might still pop around when I have my back turned. Some of the mirrors have been getting tarnished for no reason lately.
Yeah, she contacted me via that way too yesterday.
Yes, she does still serve in an unofficial capacity as a messenger, although I believe the statutes of the Order require respiration and a pulse for active membership.
What about the scar around your neck?
Oh, yes. Your grandmother was also an active part in my creation. He says and takes off his scarf so Tasha can see that the autopsy scar runs the entire way. Was commissioned by Master Thaddeus to guide and protect his daughter, but when she left Lightbridge, my instructions forbade me to leave the estate.
I wonder if her dad thought that... You know, I wonder if he thought it through.
He may have been a bit too specific.
Do you know where he vanished to?
Well, ma'am, if I knew where he is, I wouldn't have used the word vanished, but it was as he set out on a voyage to find out who killed his wife.
His wife rings a bell with me, but I cannot really place a finger on it.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't say.
So... Can you leave the estate now? You can. Otherwise you wouldn't have found us in the halfway house.
I can traverse the entirety of Lightbridge and any amount of land around it where the presence of Duchess Ida is likely. But I cannot leave Holofaust unless given instructions by somebody from Thaddeus' bloodline.
Which would be her.
Correct, ma'am.
Oh, I shall let her know. Also, if you can be in places where she's likely to be, that would stretch over to Louisenthal, no?
That is correct, ma'am.
Seems like you might get around the world after all then.
Well, that would be nice. Lightbridge can become dreadfully boring.
Well, if you do join the crew in Louisenthal, believe me, there is not gonna be a boring day anymore in your life.
That sounds quite ideal, ma'am.
You say that now. Give it a few days and you will crave some peace. I definitely feel older than I am. Well, if I should have any new questions, I will not hesitate to ask you. Thank you for leading me to my room.
My pleasure, ma'am. Most of the couches in the library have been slept in at some point, but I would suggest the one in the corner by the fire. It is the most worn down and thus the most comfortable one.
Thank you.
And he reappears a couple of minutes later in the Ida study. Ma'am, Baron, may I take you to your rooms?
Lead away.
Right. He leads you to adjacent rooms, where Evrock gets the master bedroom, and Ida gets the one for honored guests. Both bedrooms are lavishly furnished in a nautical theme. Very well, ma'am. I'll be within calling distance if you should need me.
Thank you. I'm gonna go straight to sleep.
Excellent. And that, I believe, is also where we will call today's session. 10 minutes early, but still, we don't really have time for much. So thank you all for joining. I'm still working on getting the episodes up onto the YouTube, but they will be coming fairly soon once I get the whole YouTube recognized thing, Bob, sorted out. Until then, please pop on over to Twitch TV/Maringana and give her a follow and a subscription, as well as Twitch TV Xiankaisi for our Steam Druid, who sadly had to leave a couple of minutes early today, and Twitch TV/Tolmar for the esteemed Tolmar, who plays Lyle, who has not been a part of this session, but will hopefully be back next Sunday. But for now, thank you all for coming. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be well, and we will see you all next time.
We will, I just need to find someone to raid.
Let me have a bit of a look. Not a lot of people on that I know. Anybody playing RPGs, I wonder?
Let me see. I wanted to raid the GR channel, but they are already done, so...
How about the sleepiest channel?
The sleepiest channel. I think we're gonna raid Rulesa's Fun.
Feel free.
They are doing Pathfinder. I don't know them, I was just finding them over the Pathfinder category.
Bless you, Ida.
Thank
So,
you.
thanks everybody for coming, Grumbles. Thank you so much for the raids. Thank you for the gifted subs, Shogo and Grumbles and myself. And we'll be back next Sunday. Will there be sessions tomorrow or Tuesday, Shogo?
Not tomorrow, because I was gone for a month with the military, and we have a ceremony thing going tomorrow. Tuesday, I can't answer for. We might, but I make no promises yet, because I haven't spoken to the players, so I don't know if they actually can make time for Tuesday on such short notice.
Okie dokie. There you go. You'll be
from
back.
Next week, we will be back on Mondays and Tuesdays as well.
Okie dokie. Stay for the raid. Come for the next session. Bye, everybody.